With the inclusion of Crimson Echoes in the War Archive, we will now have access to a good PvP ship, a good mobbing ship and a torpedo support ship. Hello and welcome. This is Neldrin and today, let's discuss the Crimson Echoes and the ships now permanently available in construction. But before that, if you haven't subscribed yet, this is the sign you are waiting for, to hit the subscribe button. Crimson Echoes are now available in the War Archives. The battleship version of Kaga and Hatakaze are farmable in these maps. The equipment that can be farmed in these maps are also farmable in the main campaign. So only the ships are the good rewards you will be getting here if you are a collector. Returning ships are rated up in heavy construction and will be permanently available to their corresponding pool after a week. Unlike rerun events, we won't be having new ships. And the map is now playable anytime you want. Now, let's discuss the returning ships. First, we got Amagi. She's a decent ship when used in campaigns and shines more in PvP. Her red skill lets her fire special barrage when firing her main gun. The first loading will have a significant decrease when you have 3 more Sakura Empire ships. The barrage consists of 4 parts, including torpedo and aim shots. Her blue skill reduces the burn damage received and increases the evasion of your back line. This is useful for stages 10 and 11 where enemy battleships deal burn damage. Her yellow skill will reduce the offensive stat of the enemy. For PvP, I suggest pairing her with Nagato, since she will enjoy the offensive buffs well. Pair it with the fastest BB gun, and she will fire the barrage more often. Her barrage has aimed shots, so it is okay to place her in the off flag. With her evasion and offensive debuff to the enemies, your PvP fleet will last longer. Remember, the evasion buff is not restricted to the IJN faction, so it will make her flexible to any fleet composition. If you are just starting out, this is a good IJN PvP fleet that you can use. Next we got Tosa. She's a very flexible battleship in terms of positioning and fleet assignment. Her red skill lets her fire a barrage when she fires her main gun. The barrage is widely spread and also fires torpedoes. Unlike most battleships, her barrage is unaffected by her positioning in the back line. Her yellow skill is another barrage skill. When she's in battle, the barrage will activate when she takes damage or the enemy comes close to her. The second part of the skill is when the other fleet takes their 3rd to 5th battle, it will fire a supporting barrage. Also, take note that you need a battleship to the other fleet for this to trigger. In my opinion, Tosa is best suited for the mob fleet since her main barrage is widely spread. You can still place her in the boss fleet, just take note of the restrictions in her supporting barrage. And you will be needing to bring a strong anti-boss to compensate for her lack of focus damage. Next is the battleship version of Kaga. Both of her skills are straightforward and nothing more to it. To be honest, given that her rarity is SSR, her skills seem weak, knowing how low the activation chance compared to other SSR battleships. She's even beaten by Fuso meta in terms of consistency. I know that her barrage is powerful, but if it does not trigger, then it's useless anyway. Having consistent barrage is always better. Unless you are a collector, I don't really recommend farming for her. Next is Naganami. She's one of the best torpedo support, together with Jinsu and Noshiro. But since the release of Shimakaze and Poi retrofit, I think she will have less usage compared to before. Her red skill lets her fire a torpedo barrage. Pretty basic and nothing special about it. Her yellow skill grants torpedo buffs, increases torpedo crit rate and additional evasion to destroyers. She needs 2 other vanguards and she should be placed in the middle position for this to activate. You can pair her with Ibuki and Duca degli Abruzzi if you want to make another torpedo meme fleet. For the rest of the ships, well, nothing much to talk about them. Their stats and skills are not great. For me, they are just collection ships. But the two of them are waifus, so good luck pulling for them. Crimson Echoes, like most of the event stages in War Archives, is just an event on demand. It doesn't have good farmable maps unlike other event maps. There are strong ships for beginners to have, for both campaign and PvP. But if you are playing for a long time, this is another week to farm up resources for upcoming events. Or take this time to complete campaign maps if you are not done yet. I hope that you will get the rated up ships that you wanted this week. And for us long-time players, yes, this is another week for us to stock up more cubes. What are the things you will be doing this week? Let me know in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video to support my channel. You guys are awesome, and see you next time.